With Mars moving faster and applying this sextile back to Mercury and Leo, I almost imagine that Mars is saying to Mercury, let's go, I'm ready, follow me, and tell everyone our clear direction, our clear decisions, we're moving. Except Mercury in Leo, who's stationing, is actually saying, wait, Mars, like not so fast. I have word from this moon in Taurus that there's a final key that we would benefit from pausing and retrieving before just rushing forward into the next phase. The thing about this, as you can see in this chart, is that because of the moon's placement in Taurus, the moon can see Mercury in Leo, but the moon cannot see Mars, and Mars cannot see the moon. They're in what's called an inversion. So, what Mercury has access to with that moon in Taurus, Mars doesn't. So, this is where our desire to move, the Mars in us that's ready to go and it's excited to take that action. Mercury is actually helping us with that moon to say, wait, I think there's something else that we can consider. Sunday, August 17th. At this point, Mercury is starting to pick up speed. This is when we get that second sextile between Mercury and Leo to Mars and Libra. And this time, Mercury is the faster moving planet. So, Mercury is actually the applying planet in this aspect. And after the moon moving through Taurus and the early parts of Gemini, now both Mercury and Mars are both more fully informed and ready to move the clarity, the ideas forward into action. Mercury is very visible in the morning sky on Sunday, August 17th. If you can set your alarms and wake up before sunrise, the morning sky is going to be so incredibly beautiful. We've got the moon and Gemini leading the pack, moving towards that balsamic crescent morning moon. And right next to the moon, you'll be able to see Jupiter and then Venus in Cancer to follow the moon. And then after that, we see Mercury as morning star. This is a really powerful omen. They're rising right before the completion of this incredibly important and impactful Leo lunar cycle. So take that time if you can, set your alarms, and maybe spend a little time meditating with the sky just before sunrise and just see how it feels to watch this alignment, this march of the planets moving, beginning with that moon. Sunday with that second Mercury Mars sextile. Again, this is that kind of more fully informed readiness to take that action, to move those things forward in a bigger, faster way. At this point, I would say by the end of the weekend, don't be afraid to implement the changes, to take action, to say yes to those agreements, to start to really move forward.